I guarantee that if you're a man watching this video, you have had a friend zone experience before. When there was a girl that you liked, you messed things up and you got friend zoned. Now don't worry, this is a very common issue. And to help you avoid this, I'm going to go through 3 do's and don'ts of avoiding the friend zone so that you can successfully date the girl that you like. As a full-time dating coach, I cringe at the amount of mistakes the average man makes when it comes to dating. And most of these mistakes get him in the friend zone and he thinks things are going amazing. If I just keep trying, I'll eventually work her down and I'll get myself out the friend zone, on a date, married happily ever after. This is not how the game works, my friend. And don't get me wrong, I have been there before. I've been the young guy who didn't know any better, and I've friend zoned myself unintentionally. And guess what? It's not nice. You feel shit. You feel very bad. You're confused, you're resentful, you're angry. You think, why? I'm a good looking guy. I look after myself. Why is she friend zoned me? Well, because it's not how you look. It's your actions. It's your character. It's the way you communicate. And I'm going to go through now. So without further ado, let's get into things. The first do have direct communication. Do not be the kind of guy that just waffles and waffles on about random pointless crap. Very direct, very concise. The frame you want to think about is cheeky businessman. So when you're texting her, think about a really busy businessman. He's not going to have time to send her massive big paragraphs. He's going to send her very short, very concise texts. He's also going to communicate in that way in person as well. He's going to get rid of filler words like just and I don't know, but all these pointless things which don't add anything to the conversation. As a rule of thumb, ask yourself this: if it doesn't need to be there, get rid of it. If it's not going to benefit the conversation, get rid of it. So rather than saying, do you want to do this? You say, this week at 8 o'clock, Friday at 8 o'clock, meet me here. Way more concise. You're in control. It's what she wants. Number 2, do. Make her qualify to you. So the biggest mistake that guys make when it comes to avoiding the friend zone is they try and prove themselves to her. This needs to be the other way around, because when you try and prove yourself to her, all you're telling this girl is, you are more valuable than me. You are higher value than me. And if she thinks that you are higher value than her, she won't want to date you, because women date up. They want a man who they perceive to be more valuable than them. So if you consistently demonstrate that she's on a pedestal compared to you, she's not going to want to date you because she won't respect you, okay? And the way you do this is by not explaining things to her, not telling her, I drive this car, I make this much money, I can impress you with this, I can show you with this. Just don't brag, okay? The more you brag, the more it seems like you're trying to prove yourself to her. Don't do it. And number 3, do. Plan the date. You should plan the date. Don't ask her what she wants to do. Don't ask her where she wants to go. You should already have the kind of date in mind that you should be doing, right? And I made separate videos on this, but to quickly go over this, do an activity, then do something casual afterwards. The best kind of date is you do an activity like a game of pool, so you can touch her, get close to her, you two can laugh about how bad you two are at pool or how bad she is, you can tease her, and then once she's warmed up, once she's comfortable, the anxiety's gone down, then you take her to a bar or somewhere to chill. You sit in a booth on a bench where you can sit next to her, you break the touch barrier even more, you escalate, you flirt, and then next thing you know, you're going back to her so you have a girlfriend. Here is the first don't that you should not be doing when it comes to avoiding the friend zone. Don't negotiate. I see this constantly, and I'll put up some examples of some text messages here of some of my clients who've been caught in the trap of negotiating. But essentially, negotiation is one of these sub-communications where you're essentially telling this woman, I can't think for myself. I'm not assertive. I'm not decisive. And what do women want? Assertive, decisive, masculine men to take control and tell her, we're doing this. Let's say you plan the date. You've already told her, meet me at this time. And she says, no, I don't want to do this. Don't then negotiate with her. Tell her, I'm the captain of the ship, woman. Let's say you plan a date and you told her when and where to meet you and she says, can't do that date. Don't then say, can you do Tuesday? Can you do Wednesday? Can you do Thursday? Because you're negotiating with her. If you've set the date and she rejects the date, don't then keep going after it. Let her come to you with a new day suggestion. If I said to a girl, meet me for 8 o'clock on Friday, and she says, can't do that, sorry. I'm not going to then say, can you do Saturday? Can you do Sunday? I'm going to wait for her to tell me which day she's free. Because if she doesn't tell me which day she's free, guess what? She's not interested. Move on. You can't negotiate a woman's desire. And women, believe it or not, they will talk to you purely because they want attention from you and validation. She has zero intention of meeting you, and you talking to her more and more, all that does is friend zone you more and more. The only chance you have of changing her mind is if, let's say, she rejects you and then you walk away, because she'll be like, what the fuck? This guy has rejected me. I've never had this before. He's not begged me for my time. And then she may actually give you a day which she's free. Boom, date sorted. Number 2, don't double text. This is relating to what I've just said there. If she hasn't replied, that is the message. If she leaves you unread, that is the message. If she leaves you undelivered for 4 days, that is the message. Take the hint. You double texting her isn't going to change her mind. I've seen some dating coaches who tell their clients to give these women like a reminder text. By the way, just in case you didn't see my last message, hi. This is the most insecure, weak thing you can do. Okay, sometimes you can double text. Very few circumstances. The only way I would double text is if, say, it's been like a week or something and I'd start a fresh conversation. But if she rejects me again, boom, done. Right, don't do it again. Because the kind of guy she dates doesn't double text. She double texts him. She triple texts him. Imagine a scenario where you're so attractive as a man, you've set yourself up in a way, you've set your dating profile up so amazingly exceptionally well. Your texting is so attractive that she's the one who double, triple, quadruple texts you. I've had this happen to me tens and tens and tens of times, right? Because I know how to text and I know what kind of pictures to use. And next thing, questions, which is the last don't and the last point that I will make. A very secure, attractive man doesn't care about her that much, to be quite honest. He's not going to ask her too many questions. He might ask her the odd question like, so do you work? Do you study? Where are you from originally? But after that, what will he do? He will make assumptions. He will make statements about things in his environment. He'll say, look at that over there. You must be this kind of girl. Or you study law. Fantastic. I'm a criminal. I've just committed several crimes. I need a lawyer. He will make funny observations, funny statements that shows her he's not needy. He's not desperate. He doesn't care about pleasing her by asking her a million questions, because by you asking a million questions, guess what? You're going to seem like you care too much, right? So generally the conversation structure that I give my clients is question, and then you make an observational statement. Question, observational statement. But when you get really good at this, you won't even have to ask questions. You'll just make statements. You'll just say, you look like the kind of girl who does this. I'm assuming you do this. I get the impression you do this. Far more powerful than you asking question after question. This will make you seem very abundant in your mindset. She will find you more attractive, and then escalation will become easy as fuck. If you want the full guide on avoiding the friend zone, I'm going to flash a video here of my paid private community where I've created a video step by step to show you guys exactly how to become an attractive man with the right mindset that is very confident, that can text her, set his online dating apps up properly, escalate, approach, keep her interested long term, literally everything. So if you want more information, the link to my platform is below, and then the payment link is below that. Yes, it costs, because I put hundreds of hours into this, and this is very good, and I get my clients very good results. Girlfriends, wives, losing their virginity. If you want to be part of that category as well, then the things are below. Until the next video, boys, see you all later.